Let's get into this news from the UK. Starting April, there's a mandatory new step you need to take before any UK trip. Business, vacation, whatever. And if you skip, you're not getting on that plane, period. The kicker? Well, I'd bet money that 90% of the people planning UK trip have no clue about this even happening. Hello everyone, I'm Hadassah for Jackpot.ng and we cover all immigration news, immigration tips, and Jackpot stories about Nigerians outside Nigeria. If you're Finnish or hold a European passport and love traveling to the UK, whether it's for business, pleasure, or those spontaneous weekend getaways to London, then this video could literally save your next trip. I'm talking about a brand new travel requirement that is in effect. You need to grab a coffee, settle in, and let me break this down for you. Here's what's happening. From April 2nd, 2025, if you're traveling to the UK with a Finnish or any European passport, you're going to need something called an Electronic Travel Authorization, or ETA for short. Now, I know you're thinking, great, another bureaucratic headache. And honestly, I understand. I get it. But it's not as bad as it sounds. And I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know. First off, let's talk about what this actually is. An ETA is basically digital permission to travel to the UK. Think of it like the ESTA system that the Americans have had for years, or what Australia does with their travel authorizations. So the thing that really matters for your travel planning, you can start applying for your ETA from March 5th, 2025, but you must absolutely have one before you travel from April 2nd onwards. And let me stress this isn't optional. No ETA means no entry to the UK, period. But here's where it gets interesting and is actually pretty convenient. Once you get your ETA, it's valid for 2 whole years, or until your passport expires, whichever comes first. And get this, you can make multiple trips during that time, staying up to 6 months on each visit. If you're someone who travels to the UK regularly for work, or you just love those frequent city breaks, you're actually going to love the system. Let me tell you about the application process because it's surprisingly straightforward. The easiest way is through the official UK ETA app, which you can download from Google Play Store or the App Store. You can also apply directly on the government website, but honestly, the app is much more user-friendly. Here's what you need. First, £10. That's the application fee. Second, your passport details and contact information. Third, a digital photo that meets their specific requirements. And trust me, they're pretty picky about this. So check the guidelines carefully. And finally, you need to answer some questions. Just standard security stuff. Now, something that caught my attention and may surprise you too, most people get the approval within minutes when using the app. That means those spontaneous weekend trips to London are totally still possible. Though they do recommend allowing up to 3 working days just in case your application needs a bit more review. But honestly, most of you will get that green light almost instantly. One crucial thing to remember though, and this is where a lot of people often mess up, you must travel using the exact same passport you used when applying for your ETA. If you renew your passport after getting your ETA, guess what? You need to apply for a new ETA with your new passport details. It seems obvious when you think about it, but I guarantee you a lot of people actually forget it. Here's my advice for anyone watching this. Don't wait until the last minute. Even though the process is quick, why add stress to your travel planning? Apply as soon as you need to. That way you're all set, and please use the official channels, okay? Either the UK ETA app or the government website. There are already scam sites popping up trying to charge you extra fees or steal your information. Don't fall for it. If you're someone who travels to the UK regularly, this is actually going to make your life easier in the long run. One application, 2 years of freedom to travel back and forth. Not bad, right? Look, I get it. Nobody likes new travel requirements, but this ETA system is happening whether anybody likes it or not. And the UK is just following what most other major destinations are already doing. The key is being prepared. And now you are. If this video helped you understand the new UK ETA requirements, hit that like button and share it with your fellow travelers, especially anyone you know who loves UK trips. There are probably thousands of people who have no idea about this change, and you could save them their vacation and money. Subscribe to the channel if you want more travel updates and tips like this. because travel rules are constantly changing these days, and I'll keep you in the loop. And drop a comment below. Are you planning any UK trips this year? How do you feel about this new ETA requirement? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Safe travels, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.